always the most exceptional people at the World Government Summit. But for right now, let us move on to one of the topics under discussion at WGS this year. One of the biggest ones is healthcare and how technology is reshaping the whole industry. And to find out more, we are very lucky to be joined by Rachel McArthur, a MENA healthcare journalist. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So what topic, because we tried as best as we could to discuss some new innovations, what are you most excited about?
New innovations, well, a lot is happening in 2025, right? I mean, we've just seen the conclusion of AI, everything happening in Dubai. Arab Health was just prior, which is the biggest healthcare exhibition here in the United Arab Emirates, possibly the MENA region. And so look, the talk has been AI, as you rightly pointed out. There's a lot of technology, there's a lot of AI happening, and digital health. We also, longevity is a big topic this year. And I know to somebody who doesn't work in healthcare, I know it can sound sometimes very overwhelming, and sometimes there's the question of, well, what's in it for me? But when you think about it, we're all consumers of healthcare in one way or another, and it affects everyone we know. We've all been touched by cancer, for example. And all of these advancements that are happening and these discussions that are happening between the UAE and global governments, it's not just for, oh, this is just technology and it's, a very exciting buzzword and we're just going to, it's all PR. No, there are some incredible scientists working on all this research and people in technology who are putting all of this together to make healthcare better for everyone. So yeah, but what do you want to know? In AI, there's a lot happening.
Well, I'm going to jump in there, Rachel, and ask, obviously we know that AI is rapidly changing medicine. What are some of the major breakthroughs that we can expect to see this year?
Well, I would say, okay, so diagnostics is one. So we all go get an X-ray every once in a while, right? AI now has the ability to detect any abnormalities that maybe that a radiologist might miss, for example. What's important to know, AI is not going to eliminate human oversight. The humans are still going to be there, but we always say it's either you catch up with what AI is doing and learn the AI of healthcare, or you'll be left behind. But humans need to be supervising all of this. So it's really fascinating that you can get an X-ray now and there are AI systems that can detect, okay, maybe look out for this, or this might come up in the future, or even something like heart disease could come up from a basic scan. So it's really fascinating what AI is doing in that realm. Also, AI is speeding up drug discovery. It's detecting what would work for the community. It's enabling the localization of data, which is something really exciting. I'm not sure if you've heard of precision and personalized medicine. That's something that's a huge trend right now. I'll use a quick example. When you go to the high streets, you buy a t-shirt, it's either a size small, medium or large. And sometimes even if it's your size, it doesn't really fit right. But when you go to a tailor, it fits perfectly. It's tailored to you, to your build, to your height, etc. And that's where precision medicine is what it's trying to do, right? So, for example, I've been genetically screened. I've been sequenced, and I know that what I'm at risk of in the future. And the Emirati Genome Program, for example, is doing that with the UAE citizens at the moment, is that they're screening every single citizen and trying to detect, okay, what are we at risk at in the future? How do you respond to medication, etc. So let's say, for example, not me, obviously I'm not the scientist, but let's say you go get screened and they'll tell you, okay, so you're potentially at risk of cardiovascular disease in the future. These are the preventative measures that you could do right now to lessen that risk. Medication, the way you respond to a medication could very much be determined by your heritage, for example. All the weight loss injectables, all the rage right now, about 20% of people don't respond to it just because of their genes, which at the moment, we're not doing healthcare this way. So what healthcare practitioners want to do is target your treatment plan according to your own genetic makeup.
Gosh, if I knew all the diseases I'm susceptible to in future, I don't think I'll ever sleep again at night. And that's another reason for me to have anxiety at 11 p.m.
Oh no.
Rachel, I really want to ask you about longevity science, because that seems to be all the rage. I mean, most of us have watched the Netflix documentary of Brian Johnson, who spends over $1 million on his healthcare and his extreme anti-aging regimens and so on and so forth. Would you say, are we truly on the path of not just extending lifespan, but also our health span?
Well, yeah, that is where we're heading, and it is one of the key trends that's being discussed in 2025. I mean, look, I think Mr. Brian is a little extreme, and you know, to be fair, he has the budget to do whatever he wants. But when it comes to the wider community, longevity is definitely on the agenda, because, as you rightly said, it is not just about extending life. It's not just about, oh, I want to live longer. No, it's about living longer, but to have still maintaining your health.
Yeah.
So scientists are looking at, you know, cellular regeneration therapy, reversing, you know, ways to reverse the biological age. And with that, because when you think about it now, people, you know, our age range, for example, when you think about it, do you really want to retire at 60 or whatever? I think people now want to retire later and they want to still be able to work. So it's part of that. It's part of living longer, but in a healthier, nicer way where you're not burdened by age related diseases, really.
I think I still want to retire early and just live longer. Rachel, please stick around. I mean, you are the go-to girl when it comes to all things healthcare, so please stick around. There's so much more we would like to learn from you. Now, up next, we are staying on topic of health, this time on women's health with NAPTA. Let's see you after this break.
Hey, my name is Junior Brown, and today I'll be singing Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles.